things that are being changed forever, it's finally happened.
Hmm.
The House, Congress have finally come to an agreement. And too bad I kind of missed the cut because they got billions of dollars being back paid for people, but pretty much reading through that, Judge Claudia Wilkins approved the deal between the NCAA, the most powerful conferences, and lawyers representing D1 athletes, the House, and the NC settlement that was done. And pretty much, if you get to the bottom of all that fluff right there, the details, pretty much the NCAA has agreed to pay $2.8 billion in back damages, which is probably light, to be real with you, over the years of their deals. And um, I'm thinking they make $1 billion TV deals every year, like every year. Over the next years, the athletes who competed in college between '06 to the present day, moving forward, there's now really kind of a salary cap being started in 2025, 2026, where the schools can share revenue with their athletes, increasing year over year and roughly $20.5 million per school. We talked about this over and over again. It's finally here, bro. Everything's changed. I mean, it kind of changed already, but now it's on, ink to paper where everything's changed forever. And I think you were really concerned about the smaller schools that won't be able to compete with the bigger schools and how that's going to obviously change even the landscape in that standpoint. But what do you
Even
think
more.
about this, man? I think I saw, I also saw that, I don't know how true this is, but I also saw they took away redshirt years. They're taking away redshirt years, and you'll be able to play for 5 years. And I believe the max starting out for your freshman year is you can get paid 100 grand. As I
Okay.
think that's what I saw. But also, if you make any
From
money,
under the school,
yeah,
right?
right, right. And I also saw from if you can, they are allowing you to make money from other endorsements,
Of course.
any other deals, just like you would in the NFL. You can make more money on top of what you're getting paid from the NCAA.
Um, I guess the most sour part about it is that I'm not a part of that group. And
Right. That's what I was thinking.
but besides that, man, I'm happy these young guys are getting opportunity to get paid. Man, if people don't understand how much work it is to be a Division One or not even a Division One, but a college athlete, it is
Hmm.
very, very, very tough. It is more than a full time job. You're up at 5 in the morning. You have a schedule through damn near 7, 8 o'clock at night. This is every day, not including game and travel. It's a lot. And then you talk about you may have maybe 3 weeks of a break, Christmas
Right.
break if you're not playing through the Christmas break, and then you're right into to winter ball, winter workouts, and then you're right into spring ball.
It's a job.
Um, it's a job. So I'm happy these guys are getting paid. Um, Unfortunately, this doesn't help the situation with it needing to be a salary cap. We just added more money. So now, hopefully, the next step would be possibly having a salary cap for certain teams and leagues. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be such a wild, wild west like we're seeing guys coming in and out, bouncing in the transfer portal, not committing fully to university, seeing athletes going to 3 to 5 different universities in their career. Like it's just enough's enough with that. And but unfortunately, it will continue to wedge that gap between those guys, those teams, those schools that have the money to pay for players at the end of the day. Um, so, you know, I guess we'll still have to have some time to work out the rest of the kinks. But I'm happy the guys are getting paid.
Yeah. I wish I could go back. Shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. I wish I could go back. Give me some money. God damn. You know what I mean? Because now, like think about it. Not even are you going to school for free, because this is added on top of scholarships. This isn't the scholarship. This
Yeah.
is literally a paycheck. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Is you're getting a paycheck, and it's just like I just wonder what the fallout is going to be, because I think there is going to be some fallout. If I'm making over 100,000 per year, like and I play all 5 years, whether that's true or not, I don't know the language of that. But I'm coming out with almost $500,000, and I get a free education. Like I don't know if I'm going to class like that. You know what I mean? Like I like what am I
That's
like?
a good point.
Because like when I graduate, the odds of me
Getting that same check.
getting that same check is low with
Yeah,
no
that's a good point.
experience. Like like I think attendance will be up in terms of like more athletes are going to stay in school longer,
Mhm.
more than likely, because there's going to like people don't understand, like you just explained how hard it is to be an athlete in D1, and not even just a student athlete in all divisions, but just a D1 athlete.
Mhm.
And then from there, only 1% of
Yeah.
those kids make it, and then I'm just use football, make it to the NFL. You're talking about the top 1% make it to the NFL. We hear about a lot of the stories, the walk-ons who went to JUCO for a year and walked on their last year. They got their shot and they shine. But you got to understand how many kids actually play collegiate football across
Yeah.
all divisions. And then from there, it's only 7 rounds of the
Yep.
draft. We're talking
7
about
rounds of
thousands and
32.
thousands of kids.
Yep.
Yeah, so when you think about that, that's a very small percentage of kids who actually make it to the NFL and actually become stars in the NFL. It is really the one percenters, and I
And
think
then not on top of that is that who's gonna survive in the NFL? Another only the 1% survive more than 3 years.
yeah,
So
correct. Yeah, the average life in
it's
NFL is 3 years.
another layer. I know we all wanna be professional athletes, and I get it. That's what we see on television every day. That's what we see on our phones every second to bet here, bet this, bet that, and
Yeah,
I it's a we're in a weird dynamic, but, I'm happy they are getting paid, and, we shall see. You make a good point, though. You make a real good point.
yeah. I mean, I'm just incentive wise, like I'm gonna make more money in these next 4 to 5 years than I might in the next 10 or 15 years. Maybe
Yeah.
it's kind of what you're doing. It's kind of what you're going to school for.
Mhm.
I mean, if you're going to school for like business, like a lot of people are in marketing, especially with this AI wave coming, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be
Yep.
tough to find that job. It's gonna be tough to be able to do that and go get a job with a bachelor's, not an MBA, and try to go do something with that. Hopefully, a lot of cats
Save their
um,
money.
save their money, invest their money,
Yep.
get into real estate, do some other things that you see, some other people who are successful doing, and don't be foolish with it, and drive around with the Bentleys and all this other stuff that a lot of our kids are doing, and then wearing jewels all crazy, like, what I mean, it's just not a smart or a good look. So hopefully we get past that. All right.